Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh WRB here, bringing you a brand new review. Today, talking to you guys about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, written and directed by James Gunn. He also did the first one, and one of my favorite movies of, well, one of my favorite, like, genre movies, Slither. If you haven't seen Slither, it has Michael Rooker in it. He's obviously Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy, but he plays this big monster in Slither. Yondu gets like a way better backstory, as well as all the rest of the characters. So if you're going into this movie expecting just the classic sequel, like bigger, badder, whatever, it really wasn't that at all. And I was like actually quite pleasantly surprised by that, because the first movie, we didn't know these characters, and the way they introduced them was being campy and fun and like a big long music video type fun for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, just to like kind of switch it up. And this one kind of does the complete opposite of that and really dives into backstories for pretty much every main character in this movie, and really makes you understand their backstories and understand who they are as characters, and it makes you feel for them on a deeper level. That being said, like, at the end of this movie, just because, like, the whole premise of this, it's family related, and at the end of it, I just couldn't help but feeling like the end of, like, an episode of South Park where it's like, I've learned something, you know? Like, that's kind of how it felt to me, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I love South Park, and I really enjoyed this movie. Some of the set pieces are just, like, ridiculous, but I really want to see the behind the scenes of this movie, because like every single shot is in front of a green screen. So I really wonder how they made this movie, because the CGI is unbelievable in this. Rocket, I didn't think they could make him look better than he did in the first, and they did. Like, he's such a good character too. Like, it sucks that well, it sucks and it doesn't suck with Groot, because him becoming the little twig that he is and baby Groot, it's super cute, and they use that to a perfect effect in this movie. It just sucks that his character had to change so much, so the dynamic between Rocket and Groot isn't really there now. But that's how you kind of get the backstory with Rocket and why he is the way he is. It's just really well done movie. Some of the writing, it seemed like, you know, James Gunn is a very sarcastic guy. If you follow him on any social media, he is just this goofy, almost like boyish man, and you can kind of really see that in his writing. He writes like he's still a little, I don't know, some of the like language that the people speak, like not profanities or anything, which there were some in this, and I almost like that, because this movie, like, it looks very PG on the surface, but then it's not at the same time. Definitely has the like characteristics of like a classic Marvel movie, like all over it. But I like how many of the James Gunn like isms are allowed to still come through in this. I feel like the first one was a lot better, because Marvel was like, okay, we have no idea, this is a property that we want to do, but we want to just kind of give you more free reign to do it. It felt like the reins were kind of pulled back a bit on this one, and they didn't give him as much freedom as they did on the first one. I don't know. I really don't know if that's the case or not. I guess why the first one worked so much better, and why it was so much better in my mind, was it was fresh, it was new. We had no clue what to expect, and we got something amazing. Now, I'm very happy to say, like, and every time there's something so good the first time, I've said this with Deadpool as well, I hope that the sequel isn't just a parody of itself. And this one didn't do that at all. The characters weren't a parody of themselves. And that's what I'm always afraid of. It's going to turn into like a Dumb and Dumber 2 movie, where the characters really shouldn't be playing those characters anymore, because they're just like almost making fun of how they played that role in the first place, if that makes sense. This did not go that way, because it's just a straight up sequel. It's not 10, 15 years later or whatever. So there's a few times in the movie where I thought they chose the wrong places to spend an extended period of time in. There's so many locations in this movie, and there's really cool, like, obviously space flying sequences and warps and all that, what you expect to see in space. But I felt like some of the set pieces, or some of the places where it just kind of, okay, so obviously in order to have a storyline showing backstory and all that stuff, Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, obviously this movie, like I said, revolves around family, but it revolves around Peter Quill's meeting of his dad, obviously the most. You see that in the trailer. And I felt like Kurt Russell was perfectly cast, and I love a lot of the things they did with Kurt Russell, but I felt like his dialogue was a little doing nothing but explaining his whole backstory to... We're essentially Peter Quill as the audience, and we're getting stuff explained to us a little too much. We obviously, as an audience, need to know these things, but I felt like there could have been a better way to go about it than just, like, walking around this crazy set and explaining everything. So, with that being said, this movie is definitely one to check out. I know you guys are going to check it out anyways. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. These are characters we love. Go and check it out, guys. This is getting 5 out of 6 bottles from me. There was a few downfalls, whatever. So... definitely one to go and check out. I love these characters. I can't wait to see them come into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Avengers as well, because that's just going to be crazy. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to click this video you see on the screen. You might actually like it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Have a nice day, guys.